Celebrating our wins, our accomplishments, the things that we're proud about, excited about, it is so important in our success in any area that we're working on or just enjoying life more. And let me tell you guys why, as well as why I've been thinking about this. So, why it's so important is because the way that we think creates feelings that drives actions or inactions that produces results. So when we are coming from a place of thinking about all of the things that we are proud of ourselves for, that we are feeling confident in, that we are excited about, just literally things that we're grateful for, things that we're feeling like joyful for, the holidays, maybe there's parts of the holidays you're feeling joyful for. Anytime you're intentionally thinking about those things, you are creating those very high vibration, high frequency feelings that are driving more of the actions that you want to be taking in the day to day. In addition to just helping you feel a whole lot better and putting that positive energy out into the world that helps you attract back more of the positive things that you want in your life. So when you are super intentional about it, which I'll talk about some things I'm doing right now that made me think about this in a second, you are training your brain to look for more of those things. What we think about, we bring about. What we appreciate, appreciates. What we focus on, grows. So anytime we are proactively, intentionally thinking about more of those things that we're grateful for, we're appreciative of, we're excited about, we're confident in, anything that is like a high vibe emotion, anytime that we're really proactive and intentional about thinking about those things, we are rewiring our brain to do more of that and to spend less of our time worrying and struggling and suffering and thinking about our problems and all the things that aren't going right. And I'm not talking about like don't acknowledge and feel the feelings that aren't that, but sometimes our brain goes there by default because we are not intentionally planning on what we want to think about, which is where this can come in handy. And the reason I'm thinking about this is twofold. One, I just finished a 24-hour water fast, which I'm like so proud of myself for doing because it wasn't easy. It wasn't overly enjoyable. And it was recommended to me by the Chinese medicine doctor that I've been seeing. And she was like, I think this would be really good for you. It's supposed to be really good for cell turnover, for hair, skin, nails, for, metabolism, fat burning, all the things. And I'm like, you know what, 24 hours, I can totally do it. So I'm just kind of coming off of that high, I'll say, because I did get to eat my first meal after the fast. And I was like, I keep thinking about how proud I am of myself that I did it, that I committed to it. I did. As I'm feeling that way, I'm producing at a higher level than I would be in all areas of life than if I wasn't intentionally thinking about that. The second reason is I signed up for a little manifestation challenge for I think it's 2 weeks. And something she's having us do is an abundance tracker. And she recommends it's in a journal, but I do it in my phone because that's just more realistic for me. I'm going to stick with it that way. And it's literally just paying attention to all of the things throughout your day that help you feel abundant, she says. And I think of that as just grateful, excited, happy, like things in your life that you can look at and think, I'm so glad I have that in some way, like happy about it, feel good about it. So I've already made a list of like 10 things and I just started doing that this morning. So that's a couple ways you can do it. It's the same thing essentially. It's like a gratitude journal, just keeping a notes in your phone of like things that you're noticing throughout the day. But all of that helps your brain to focus, making a habit of focusing on more of the positives, more of the things you feel good about. So you're not just stuck by default in thinking about, obsessing about, overanalyzing, the things that are our problems that we don't feel so great about, which can really drag us down in the day to day. I know I've done a bunch of videos about this lately, so this clearly is something I am really working on, but it does work and it does help you feel better, but also get to more of the life that you want, the life you want to create, the person you want to be, and the results that you want when you do this work.